What's up, guys? What's up? I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all. I keep trying to work with these curve tips and I hate them. It's not that I hate the C curve, like I just really don't like curved tips. I don't like that bulky look. But anything that I feel is something that's a problem or I just don't like, I'm gonna continue to work with it. I'm gonna try different techniques. I'm gonna try different products, as I suggest you do. We can't be better if we don't combat the things that are challenging for us, especially in this industry, which is an ever-growing, ever-changing industry. So with that being said, this is just me trying to shape the tip, cut them and shape them into coffin. Like, they look fine, I really don't like that bulky look that it gives. I know some people love curved tips. I do curved tips on some of my clients who prefer it. And it comes out fine. They like it. They don't have a problem with it. This is just a personal preference of mine. I'm sure we all have things that grind our gears or we just don't like. So with that being said, I'm just going to go ahead and do the best I can. I'm going to talk to you guys why I do it. This hand is not really one of my good hands. You guys know I use the D&D Daisy, but this hand is not really one of my good hands. It was one that was just left over and I didn't like it, but I didn't sell it, so I'm just continue to use it. However, as you guys know, I use a lot of products from Hot Tips Beauty. This duster is from them. And all I'm doing is blending the tip to, I guess you can say, the fake natural nail, which is just another tip. If you look at any of my other videos, you can see that I do use different hands. As I stated, I do use Hot Tips Beauty. I will put a link as well as a coupon code. I think it's like $10 off. These are just some little acrylics that I had made for a set that I did prior to this. I'm actually not gonna use the purple, but I did use what did I use? I just used orange and pink because it kind of went with the two colors. Even though I am not an ambassador for Hot Tips Beauty, I really should be. I promote their products like crazy, as well as I buy them. So anything, for the most part, as of now and where I'm at with my career, I'm buying this stuff out my own pocket. Nobody is paying me. Nobody is giving me anything. So one thing you can count on is absolute true reviews from me. And one of the reasons that I like the Hot Tips Beauty is I think that it's a very good kit for beginners, based on the fact that a lot of beginners have problems with liquid to powder ratio. And as you see, these beads are kind of dry, and then you just introduce the monomer into it while it's on the nail, which is probably a little bit better because most people that's just starting, they're not going to want to use a lot of liquid. So you just use a little bit and it changed the whole consistency of your bead. As you see me doing in the video, I put the bead on, and then sometimes you'll see me dip it in the monomer to, kind of loosen up the acrylic per se. But again, this is a really good beginner's quality kit, guys. It comes with, I think it's $130. So if you use my $10 off, you can pay $120 for it. It's free shipping over $100. So you guys are good with that. I promise it will not let you down. It gives you 5 2-ounce colored acrylics, the basic colors though. You get a nude, a pink nude, a black, a white, and a clear. And their clear is to die for. If you guys follow me on Facebook, I actually just did a live yesterday, like a XXXL set. And I put seashells and glitter, and everything was just so bright and pigmented and colorful. You was able to see my whole design based on me using that Hot Tips Beauty Clear. I recommend it better than Valentino. Don't get me wrong, Valentino is a decent acrylic or whatever, but their clear is somewhat cloudy. It's not that crystal clear that we're actually looking for when we're doing our sets. As I stated, this particular hand is not a good one, but I'm not going to throw it away. I have like 2 other good ones, but this one, I'm just going to use it because I have it. So I hope you guys don't feel any way about my hand, because this is just what it is. I'll go back to the other ones. I have to soak them off. You literally treat these hands like real hands. And I think that's why it helps so many up and coming nail techs, because it takes that nervousness away from them. It definitely did it for me. It for sure helped me with my shaping, my application, as well as my cuticle placements. Again, if you look at my lives, I'm always telling you how I do the cuticle bead, because people lead you to believe it's so hard. On this particular nail, I definitely messed it up. But again, most of my YouTubes is just practicing. I allow you guys to practice with me while on my nail journey. Hopefully you can take something from it, you can learn something, or you can try different techniques or strategies that may be helpful to your journey. Like I said, majority of my lives on Facebook, they are on actual people. So if you guys really want to see my work, you can take a look at that. Or you can also look on my Instagram page. So I'll go ahead and drop a lot of those links, as I have to remember this, because I have to drop all these links in the description box for you guys. I don't want to miss anything. And even though, like I said, I made these acrylics, and the set that I did use them on, it was so nice. It came out really, really nice. It was just like a glow in the dark ombre. But when I put it on here, it didn't give me that deep, deep glow that I was looking for. But as we get further into the set, you'll see I put pictures and glitter, all type of stuff, which I'm sure, kind of did it because I covered up a lot of it. But I will be doing something like this again. And I also don't like the fact that these nails are as short as they are. I have gotten so comfortable with doing, like medium, long XLs like that. The set that I did do yesterday, the glow in the dark set, that was a short set. So it's not that I can't do short sets. See, I picked that blue up. I didn't even use it. But I did. It probably would have glowed better had I used it. But I used this pink because I wanted to stay with the color scheme. And I kind of felt some type of way after I did it, because I'm like, oh, my ombre was so cute. And this is what I'm telling you guys, like when you're practicing, you have to do trial and error. You have to see what works and what does not work, why it works and why it doesn't work. So with this, I spent all that time doing my ombre and adding all these different colors just to get a certain look that I didn't achieve. But what I could have just flat out done is just kind of somewhat, not really marbled it, but you know how you put the patchwork, you make the little patches with the different colors of acrylic. Could have did that. I'll also put a link in for the, this is just a clear hollow, and this came from Dime Acrylics. I got a couple of other acrylics from her. They're not really bad. They're just a little slow setting. I don't particularly care for slow setting acrylic. I don't really work slow like that. A lot of my sets are done within an hour to an hour and a half, depending on the length and the complexity of them. So when you have a slow setting acrylic, it just really doesn't work with a tech like myself. Another acrylic that I don't particularly like, but their colors are bomb AF, like Zoeve. I literally did a live, and while I was doing the live, I had somebody do a countdown on it for me. And it took anywhere from, I think, between 3 to 5 minutes for it to actually set. In that time, I'm on to the next hand. The client has messed up their hand, and now I have to go back and correct it and do all that double work. So with that being the case, I just prefer not to use that acrylic. I'm probably going to give it away or something. This Beetles, I wanted to try different ways of doing the clouds. Of course, you guys know that you can paint them on, or you can use the, dotting tool. But I just wanted to see different ways. I'm always trying to come up with different ways, different looks. I don't like my things to look exactly like anybody's. I try my best to, be my own bring my own creativity to life. Other people's ideas are great, they're grand, they're awesome, but It's nothing like your own. You have more satisfaction when you can say, I did that. I didn't copy off anybody. It's straight from my brain, straight from my heart. And that's why I like being a nail tech, because majority of the designs that I do, of course, people do bring me, oh, can you recreate this? Can you do this? Yeah, but for the most part, I just love my own creative nature. And I take that so seriously, because the things that I do, yeah, granted, anybody else probably could do it, but I know that it came from me. I know that I didn't copy off anybody. So it's just like a self-satisfaction type thing that I have. You guys, I tried. I was going to use these type of angels, but they were like so big, and I'm like, oh no, we cannot use these. Those are some foils. So I don't remember where I got these from, but I had some the little black angels. I hate to say it like that, but I forgot what they're called at the moment. I don't remember. Sharobes. I can't remember. So they're just little black baby angels at this point. And I just put those on. And you guys know I also love the glosser from Hot Tips Beauty. It's very clear. The shine does not fade at all. From the day that you put that particular top coat on, your nails will look exactly like that when you take them off. Unless, of course, you're doing smoking, you're dyeing hair, stuff like that. But outside of that, hands down, one of the best top coats on the market right now, in my personal opinion. This one wanted to give me some little problems, but eventually we got it. See, I used the top coat to make it stick, because it just wasn't sticking. And again, these are water decals, so they should have just stuck on their own. If you hear my kids in the background, they playing in their room. I cannot silence them. They are children. So hopefully they aren't drowning me out. And then this is just me putting a little bit of glitter on. Nothing too fancy, just something to give it a little pop. These videos are actually relaxing for me, guys. Like, they are really relaxing. And this is where the trial and error part comes in. So I wanted to definitely frame my pictures and give it, like a nice, angelic, cute design look. But that didn't work out for me. So I just moved on and I started bending the rest of the little alloy pieces that I put on the nail. I used some hearts, I used some stars, all the little celestial stuff pretty much. And again, I like the set. I just don't particularly like it on these nails. I may try this again with longer tips. And for sure, not C-curved. Because I can't get jiggy with it, guys. I just really can't get jiggy with it. I'm sorry. But I think I did really good on my clouds. I normally just like hand paint out the whole cloud. But I heard that, you can use the dotting tool when you get a really nice effect. I like the way that the clouds came out with the dotting tool. The only thing that I didn't like is it didn't have uniformity to me. You guys know I am a cohesive person. I like things to look a certain way. And the dotting tool way didn't give me that. So I'm definitely gonna try clouds again, but a different way. This was a good idea for, as far as, like I said, the aloe pieces that I used. However, this particular sun aloe piece, it's very big, guys. It's very big and it's not that it's hard to encapsulate. I probably shouldn't have put it on the tip because it made the tip of the nail thick, which we all know that is a no-no. But again, this is me practicing. And as I said, when I'm practicing, I'm always exhibiting trial and error, trying to see what works, what doesn't work, and why did it work and why didn't it work. And I implore everybody else to take these same methods, these same techniques. Not saying, go copy my style or emulate it in any way. I'm saying come up with your own and figure out different ways for you to enhance your skill set moving forward. So y'all know I do a lot of talking, so I'm going to try to be quiet for a little bit. Okay, I know I said I was going to be quiet, but I literally just thought about this. When you're using decals and foils, you guys want to always make sure you put a top coat on there, because in the event when you have to cap, like you see I'm doing right now, the monomer will ruin the decals and cause the foils to bleed. So just a FYI, if you guys don't already know, make sure you top coat that, matte coat it, whatever, but just make sure you cover it up so when you lay that clear acrylic, it does not destroy your whole design and all your work has been thrown out the window for nothing. That has happened to me on my learning process. I didn't actually do it on anybody's nails, but I did find that out on doing one of my silicone hands. I had tried the snake print, the snake print foil. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, those nails I did was smacking. I put the Chanel sign on there and all of that stuff, and it just was all bad because I didn't know any better. So as you see, this is a brush cleaner. So you use the gold side to, get out any hairs or anything, and then you just kind of dust it, brush it off. And that is like one of the best things I have in my nail arsenal, because a lot of people, when their bits get extremely dirty and they no longer know how to clean them, they just throw them away. We spend a lot of money on equipment for doing nails, and people just, you guys got to do your research. You got to learn that it's different products out here. It's literally almost a product for everything that you could possibly need or want. Whether you go to AliExpress, Born Pretty, Nail Supply, Heaven, Glamour, all of that stuff, I'm guaranteed to find whatever you need. So if you have a need and you don't know exactly what something is called, man, just Google it. Hey, what can I use to clean my drill bits? Something like that. What can I use to help my decal stick? Something like that. And Google will give you an answer. Don't be scared, guys. Just Google it. And again, that's not to, discredit anybody or anything like that. But whatever you can find, the Information Highway has been out for over 10 years at this point. Utilize it. It is your friend. Whether you go to YouTube University, Real Nail School, anything, you can always learn something from the internet, period. All the time it's not positive, so don't think that you're always going to run up on some good story or some good feedback. It's always a few bad apples in every bunch. So you just got to keep moving forward. And speaking of that, look guys, so as I was telling you, I have other hands. I like these particular sets, the other sets, and I just really don't want to soak them off yet. But I'm going to soak them off because I'm kind of tired of this hand. It's a little bit harder to work with this hand because it's not like one of my good hands. As I said, this is just a practice hand. It didn't come out real well, but I wasn't going to throw it away, and I definitely wasn't going to sell it to anybody. So I just said I'll keep it as an extra hand. But I do have two good hands that I regularly use. Later in the video, you will see me show them to you again. two sets that I did. In my nail group, we have weekly challenges, and the weekly challenges are to help us improve on our skills and step up out of our comfort zone. A lot of people tell me, Jasmine, I really appreciate your challenges. I've learned so much. I've gained so much confidence in myself with these challenges. So if any of you guys are looking for a nail group home, I don't want a humongous group. I don't have a humongous group. I think I literally have 2,800 people in my group. I don't plan on going over 4,000 members because I literally answer questions from everybody. I comment, I share, I do all of that. My support is at an all-time high, and I support people because I want support back. You can't expect or want something that you're not willing to give. As I also said, I do have another admin. Her name is Lex. She helps me out a lot, and she's also very knowledgeable as well. So between one of us, if you have a question or you're trying to learn something, I can guarantee you'll get that answer. I'm not sure if you guys are interested, but I will drop the link. If you guys want to join, you will have to answer, I think it's like 4 or 5 questions. If you don't answer those questions, you automatically will be declined. However, I am just going around, just trying to do a little cleanup. Again, when I turn these nails to the side, you guys can clearly see that they aren't bulky. I didn't put too much acrylic on them. I just really don't like these type of curved tips. I don't have a problem with the heavy C curve because I figured out how to actually cut out the shape I want. If you guys look at some of my older YouTubes, you'll see that. And I'm also my next YouTube, I'll use those. And then I'll show you how I cut it out. And I'll also show you why I more particularly like those as opposed to curved tips. It's like my creativity is it's just endless on those type of tips. Because it's like I literally, I mean, I know that you can use forms and you can sculpt, but I literally can take a heavy C curve tip, well, a heavy C tip, because it's not C curve, they're straight tips. And I can do a stiletto, I can do a ballerina, I can do a coffin, I can do a tapered square, I can do a square. I can do all of that. With the heavy curved tips, you are limited. It doesn't, well, you're not limited, but me in particular, it just doesn't look right. I definitely got to get me some more gel. You guys see this is all messed up. It's some Elite 99, but I just used it to outline the pictures and frame them to, just enhance my set a little bit. See, I was sorely disappointed, but I had to put this in here for you guys so you can see it didn't give me that bright glow that I was looking for. But here's also how the nails ended up, as well as in the background. This was the hand that I did in my group for the bridal challenge. And I'm going to show you how these glowed. I literally took a pink and a purple and then put a white on top of it. And then, of course, you see I actually have a live for that. If you guys are interested, I do have a live on how I completed this set. As well as we had a nautical challenge. And I did that little stuff. I didn't particularly care for it, but I do have a live for it as well. And those are my two good hands. See the difference? Bye. Thanks for watching so